Hi guys, so today we're spending time with Russel, who's been working with us for quite a while now, and he's been using our canvases for, I don't know how long now?
2 years now.
2 years, yeah.
Maybe
So now,
a little less.
okay, cool. Now we're at his place, just having a chat to go through like his artistic processes, and just, pretty much just chat and catch up. So, hi, how are you doing today?
Good and you.
Good. Can't complain. Thanks for having us.
Yes, it wouldn't help.
Good. So, I just have a few questions to ask, just to get to know a little bit about you, so that our viewers can also just learn a bit more about you. Like, okay, so just can you tell me a bit about your background?
So, I was a very good friend of mine. She was an art student at UCT, and we were traveling together. And she's actually, for the first time in my life, started teaching me things about art. Now, I'd gone through high school and learned bugger all other than this and who Michelangelo was and how long it took him to do the Black which is no good to anybody.
Yeah.
That kind of information is a waste of time.
Yeah.
However, that's what I thought back then. Now I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she started teaching me a few things, especially around sketching because we were traveling together. So there's lots of time in train stations, bus stops, over the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, it was at that point in my life that I started to paint. But it was always for me a cathartic experience. I never ever thought it was good or even trying to sell a paint.
It was just something you did.
Something I did to make the world balance.
Okay. Yeah.
Just wash away the grime, that kind of thing. I enjoyed that. So when I was about 32, 33, I was having a dinner.
You look 39 anyway.
Flattery with the devil's flute, I'm telling you. When I was about 32 or 33, I was having a dinner party. I was living in Ireland at the time. And I used to paint feverishly every night. And I had a stockpile of canvases that all downstairs tucked away in my studio. And a friend of mine at the dinner party said, look out in these restaurants. Well, there's one downstairs. And he went down and he went into my studio. And it was an acquaintance. I didn't know him really.
Yeah, like that.
His spouse worked with my spouse. I had no idea he was an art collector. And he came upstairs and he went and spoke to another lady by the name of Miriam Zummershoe. Miriam Zummershoe is also an art collector. I had no idea. And before I knew it, the dinner table was empty. Everyone was in my studio, and I think I sold 3 or 4 canvases that night.
Wow. Unplanned.
And Miriam gave me a commission, for she had a physiotherapy company.
Yeah.
So I had to do a lot of the human torsos, but
that to be different.
Yeah, absolutely. So then, because I'm an African living in the States, with a very, very Western culture within myself, the colors looked like they were from somewhere else, but the paintings looked like they could have been done by any other American planet. And that was a little hook that I had. So I started doing a series called Dancing for My Supper. It was more of a statement to my ex-wife than anything else. And they started selling as well. And then, as life would have it, bing, bang, and I got distracted and I forgot about art for about 10 years. And about 2 years ago, I woke up one morning with this craving. And I'll tell you what, I can't explain it. It's a hunger.
Yeah.
And I haven't stopped. Last year alone, I painted 64 canvases.
Wow.
And it just unbundles. And then as I was explaining to you earlier, there's a lot of philosophy in my daily life, my daily thinking. And one of the ones is always go where the love is.
Yeah.
It's a kind of, you'd think everybody would know this, but we don't.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, well, look, I'm standing here. I have no reason to believe or understand why. Because I'm still just meditating. That's what I'm doing. Exactly. But you guys have given me some fantastic support and a few opportunities. Very uncomfortable opportunities, to be honest with you. I've just given up saying no.
I'm
just giving up. He won't take no. So cool. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
So like with your process, your artistic process, how do you come up with ideas?
It's quite simple, you know. You can make it complicated or you can make it simple. And I just tend to make it simple. I get out of the way.
Yeah.
So I like, if I get a commission and you ask me to paint you, then my process would be quite simple. Yeah. I'd paint you. I'd give you a bit of a background, I'd make you look as fantastic as I possibly can. I'd hate the whole process, and there you'd have it. Or, if I do something my way, like I said, it comes down to the meditation of it, with the yoga, the zen, the Tao of it. Without trying too fancy or stupid or actually insane, which is okay if you think I am, because I do. Socrates, or one of those old Greek writers, they defined love by 4 components. Right? Other people have made more, but the 4 solid components. You've got philia, martyr, eros, and agape. Now, if you're familiar with those terms, I'll just be very quick. Philia is brotherly love. It's an exchange between people. You know, you give me love, I give you love. It's friends. You know. Then you've got martyr, which is that parental love you have for a child, the child that love for mom and dad. Yeah. Also, it's a mutual exchange, which you can see all through life. People end up hating the parents. You know? It's almost like one makes one wonder about Stockholm syndrome and why folks. Yeah. And then Eros, the bastard. But agape. Now the big religions, the theist religions, they say agape is that divine love, that godly love, and they're making it way too complicated, to be perfectly honest with you. What agape is the love you have for yourself and what you do in the world. Wow. Now, once you have that, all the others, they're secondary. Every understanding, secondary. So I go and I stand there and I say, I love to paint. And I'm feeling good, or somebody's tipped me off, maybe a little bit of black in there, a little bit of red. You know, if I'm feeling good, it's the greens, the blues. Because our emotions are not in the material world, they're metaphysical. Only we can feel them. The only way you can really express your emotion without bursting into tears or beating someone up is to paint in color, because color is the language of emotion. So I choose the color palette, and then I throw the paint on, and if I have an idea, I'll throw that in there. If it works, great. But I don't allow myself to tend the garden. All I do is I just throw the paint, I make 1,000 mistakes, then I sit back and I look for something. And inevitably there is something in the peripheral visual, and then you start to paint, and there it comes. It makes you wonder, like Salvador Dali's process. And how the hell did he see that stuff? So I guarantee you don't just sit there with a paintbrush and dream that stuff up. You have to see it with your eyes. So the process is the biggest trick. I'd say 90% of every painting is how you lay the canvas out in the very beginning. What is your foundation? How thick is your paint? How thin is your paint? What is your color palette? After that, the painting will show you what it is, and all you have to do is bring your interpretation of it too. And that's how I do it.
So you mentioned like how you first sold to all these people that are at your house. And now, seeing as you do this a lot, how do you go out and look for customers? Do you just paint and hope for the best?
Well, you see, that's the thing, is hoping for the best. Well, there's no such thing. Do you realize that? No, I believe because I'm pulling something out of the ether. I'm reaching up in my mind, I'm pulling something out. It has no other intrinsic value than it looks pretty on a wall, it'll match a sofa. It's not going to change the world. But I'm putting so I believe it has a life of its own. I believe it has a lot of people that, I hope I say this right, guys, people have bought my paintings. Often they come to me and they say, talk to me. And that I believe fundamentally every painting has its initial owner. After that, the business of art gets involved. So as long as it's not tucked away behind the sofa, as long as it's not hidden away, as long as it's hanging somewhere in public, that person can't.
And I came across a picture on your cover page for your Facebook account, and you seemed in deep thought. What was going through your mind? We were actually together at the OBS. The picture was a sent of you. You just sort of staring into your canvas.
Oh, yeah, no, this is terrible. Look, I'm not going to bullshit you. I'll tell you exactly what I was thinking, because I remember it. Yeah. I was thinking, with all things considered, if somebody asked you what the time is it more not for a question of not when, but where? Yeah. And that's what was tying me up, because, okay, what time is it? I'm here at RBX, that's what time it is. Does it not shut? So look, I found a great joy in how I see the world. I see it's so completely different to how I saw it when I was younger. The priorities that I used to have are different. I have different priorities, and I can honestly say, if I can have this every day, and I can paint, and I can have my friends. You want more color work?
Alright, so now we're just having a look at what he's currently busy with. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about this piece that you're working on now.
Okay. Sure, I've been working this canvas for about 6 months.
Okay, 6 months. Wow.
I don't know how to explain it really, but I've never ever gone to a canvas, unless I have a very specific idea. If I'm letting the process happen, the creative process happen on its own, I tend to get out of the way. Okay. So this canvas has had about 6 painting on it.
Okay. I can see there's quite a lot of
there's a lot of depth, but the best part about it is it all adds to the end product. Because I never ever blot anything out. I just put on top and I let the colors themselves work out. So basically, I would say the starting point for me on a canvas like that is how I'm feeling.
Okay.
The subtle ways. Color is a great expression of, it's probably the only expression of emotion.
So you said you've been working 6 months on it.
Yeah. So I started this part. This layer I started about a week ago. Okay. And it seems to be making the grade. I like where it's going.
Are they like points whereby you feel like, I don't like this anymore, and then you like...
Well, hence the 6 months. I've hated every painting. Yeah. I reach a point where, to be perfectly honest with you, this is rather juvenile.
Okay.
There is a step. This is also about getting out of my own way. See, one of the rules, like for eyes, for example, is that when you want to have this crease, it's got to be dark. You want to make the eye pop and sketching, it's got to be dark. Now, why am I going with white? Right. So the idea is, and I'm going to leave this, and because the next step, the very last step, is going to cure this kind of nonsense. So I'll take a glaze, and I think with this color, I'm going to make a nice dark purple. And I just put a pinch of the purple in the glaze to give the glaze a tinge of that purple. I don't want it to be overbearing because and the glaze is see-through. So when I go and then I go one single direction, then all the white is then going to become this dark purple. And it's going to flip the whole painting, and it'll hopefully.
well, I'm sure you've done similar sorts of work.
Well, absolutely.
Know what to expect.
Yeah, it's a technique I've always used when I'm doing landscapes. But I've never done it with this. Yesterday I went off and I got me some of that stuff, and let's see how it works. I think it's going to pop nicely. And then
looks good. Yeah. How much longer do you think you want to work on it?
Look, this is what I do. This is all I do. So from the time I wake up till about lunchtime, I paint. I would say on average I do about 10 to 12 hours a day of painting.
go about your business and do a few other things?
No. Well, I have my breaks in the day where I run errands. And, look, I've adopted a very, it's almost like it's the Taoist approach to my involvement in my community. I do good deeds. Right. So I help people out, with no expectation. It's that good karma. And my community accepts me, and that's how one grows. Okay. One earns the respect and trust of one's neighbors first. Yeah. So in my off time, I help out around town, around with local businesses and stuff, doing errands and that. But 99% of my time is here. And they will all tell you I get super cranky when I'm painting and my phone rings.
No, this is my time.
Absolutely, yeah. But this is it, I reached a point about 2 years ago where I just said, bugger it, I'm going to live or die by this. I'm not going to chase anything anymore. This is what I enjoy. It's great meditation.
Yeah, no, I mean, if it works and you're still doing it, that means...
Absolutely. It's kept me alive now. Look, I've been painting my whole life, but I've never ever gone, okay, I'm going to live and die by this. I've always just... So, but then there's the twist on the whole thing. So I read one of your questions. I thought it was quite ironic. Where do I see this going? What are the plans? There are none. I just paint. I am a painter. I'm the Xerox copy machine in the back that you just prints the copies.
So it just keeps going until it breaks.
Yeah, well, look, see, we live in two worlds. We live in a physical material, which is this, but the metaphysical is manifesting on it. Yeah. So it has a life of its own. I believe that. So it will have its initial owner, and all that person has to do is walk past. So I started hanging these paintings in pubs down the road, and they started selling. I couldn't believe it, because I'll be honest with you, most of the time I've got what every artist has, that curse, it's never good enough. I never finish a painting. I haven't finished one yet, to be honest with you. I just abandoned the bloody thing. That's good enough.
But sometimes not reaching that point is actually the best, I think.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
People will end up seeing other things that you don't see, that you might have covered up by overdoing it.
This is exactly the dilemma I have with this, over this. This is fantastic. I love this. I'll stare at this for hours now, for months. And I'm seeing new things all the time. And what am I doing here? And I'm actually destroying it, because when you sit back, and I haven't touched this bottom corner yet, and you look at the depth and what's in there, and how lost you can get in thought around this. I get this thing. You've just convinced me.
No.
Look, I fell in love with this. This part I thought was fantastic. And I got a bit cartoonish over here, and then it got a little bit depressing. And then it's just gone morbid. And this I'm hating. No, I'm not liking it.
But like you say, it's always evolve into something.
Well, absolutely, because you know what I can just do? It's like this, and start something completely different. So let me do that now. I got lost. Okay, but you know what? It's
but that's the thing about art. It's how you
feel what you want to do, when you want to do it,
and how you want to do it.
Yeah, and you mustn't be afraid of making these mistakes, because I tell you what, that's such a limiting thing. There's this idea that the trick to life is to know the mistakes, but also to know which ones to leave, because some of them are good mistakes. See, everything in the yin and yang, when you understand that, is basically everything is good and bad. It's good and bad to everything. It's just your perception on it.
Keeping with the inspiration topic, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Beer or wine, blonde or brunette, or hot or cold?
Well, beer. No preference. The last one's difficult. truly is.
Hot or cold?
Hot or cold, mate? Hot, no, cold, no, hot, no. Iced tea's nice, hot tea's nice. Dilemma. Hot.
Blonde or brunette? You never said.
Brunette. Why I said that, I don't know.
Oh well, I'm sure it is in the back of your mind. You just fished it out. It's just been there. You didn't have to think about it.
But I'm very partial to Reddit. Yeah. I don't know why.
All right. So, where do you see yourself in the next whatever? What's next?
Friday. I can get to Friday.
Then you're sorted.
I'm sorted. No, look, I 2 years ago I decided, bugger this, I'm going to paint. That's all I'm going to do. For a myriad of reasons, I've decided to no longer partake in the societal structure that we have. So going to work, earning a living, pleasing the man, I can get and I'm not going to...
Is that something you've done before? Have you always been in art or you've worked?
I've worked, but my last job was running a non-profit organization. I've had a construction company. I've been in sales.
The whole
shebang. I'm an artist. I'm never settling.
But you found your true form.
Well, no, this is it. I've decided to check out completely. I don't want anything more to do with it. So I've made my life real small, real nice, real quiet, real peaceful. So I started painting and I said, okay, if this is what I have to give to the world, then let this be it. And so I paint, I put it out there. And if my community sees and I'm not talking about just where I live, but my entire community sees the value on my contribution, then I will live.
No, thank you for having us.
No, you're welcome, man. Thanks for coming.
We'll be back.
Absolutely.
I know we'll keep bumping heads. We've got lots of stuff to work on, but it's been a pleasure. And thanks for having us. Very beautiful place, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very lucky to have it.
Yeah, you are.
I could be living in Berea.
True. All right.